people it's people like they're your real asset, right?
Yeah.
And so learning how to recruit, hire, train, right, the right people is probably one of the biggest advantages.
You say businesses generate cash flow, assets generate wealth. I assume when you grew your business and you started making some money, you found that out.
Right. It's incredible. You're just like, oh, I have to pay what? Like, oh my gosh, like there's got to be a better way.
It's
right?
unbelievable. Yeah, when you finally start to make money and then the tax bill comes in and you're like, okay. And so I had known people who were levels ahead of me, and they would always be like, do this for taxes, think about taxes, and I was always like, whatever,
Yeah.
I need to make money.
Yeah.
And then once you start making money, it's like, oh, this is why everything they do revolves around how to save on taxes now.
Yeah.
I guess you learned in a similar fashion. I mean, you probably had a high earning year and then got the bill and was like, oh my goodness, like what's going on here?
What do we do with this?
What would you say to business owners that are high earners, cash from their business?
Yeah.
How should they look at transitioning to assets? How should they manage that? Like, what's your advice to them?
That's literally why I invest in real estate, so I can, have those offsets. I mean, there's so many different, strategies that I've been, advised on and have taken advantage of to help, mitigate these high tax, burdens. And so, I mean, as a business owner, there are effective strategies, right? Buying a piece of or buying a real estate asset, being able to do a cost segregation study on it so that you can use that to help, reduce your liability.
Right.
I mean, when you need to, like, you're trying to figure out this problem, and so they're real solutions. And for me, real estate has really been a savior to help me, understand how to make it work to the best I possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, just doing a cost seg and saving $30,000 or $40,000 on your taxes is
Big deal.
Yeah, you spend $1,000 or $2 doing a cost seg, and there's places to do it cheaper if you want to do more work. But both are challenging, like building a real estate portfolio and building businesses. What would you say are the difference in challenges? Because I own Peak Property Management.
Yep.
We've grown that company, and I also invest in real estate. I see very clear different challenges between the two. What has your experience been in your challenges growing your company and then growing a real estate portfolio?
So I would say in growing like the different companies, people like it's people like they're your real asset, right?
Yeah.
And so learning how to recruit, hire, train, right, the right people is probably one of the biggest advantages. And if you do it well, then it makes business a lot easier.